Nandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Kurum. Okay, chapter first, verse 23, we're going to start today. Yotsyamananaveksheham ya etetra samagataha योत्स्यमानानमेवेक्षम् य एतेऽत्र समागतः धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धिर्युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धिर्युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः. I desire to see those who have come here to fight on the side of the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra, wishing to please him. Dhartarashtrasya. Now, there are two meanings of the term Dhartarashtra. Dhartarashtra means one is son of Dhritarashtra or relatives of Dhritarashtra. And the second, those who Ashraf kingdom. Here, this term has been used for Dhritarashtra's son, Dhritarashtra's relative, Duryodhana, etc. Then it says, Durbuddher Yuddhe Priya Chikir Shavaha. Now we need to understand this term, Durbuddher Priya Chikir Shavaha, Yuddhe. Yuddhe means in the war. Now, here Arjun, by calling Duryodhan, what he says? Evil-minded. Durbuddhe. Calling Duryodhan evil-minded. Arjun wants to convey that how Duryodhan conspired for their destruction several times. If we read Bhagavad, or we have but knowledge about Bhagavad and Mahabharata, this Kaurav, they have tried even to kill the whole Pandav brothers. So it says destruction several times and tried his best to humiliate them. And that's why Arjun used this term for Duryodhan, evil-minded, Durbuddher. Furthermore, Arjun says, we are the lawful owners of the half of the empires. Right? Okay, since Pandu was not there, Pandav's brother, okay, Duryodhana was doing, Dhritarashtra. So it's their right to have the half empire. But Duryodhana wants to usurp it. He is evil-minded, and these kings, who are those kings? Those who assembled here to try to do good to him, to Duryodhana and his party. But the duty of a friend is to give him such advice as may aid to his welfare now and hereafter. So, They are just there to support the whole Kaurava army. But nobody here, indirectly, Arjun wants to say, nobody had dare or courage or guts to tell that, yes, Duryodhan or King Dhritarashtra, you are wrong. So that's why, if I remember correctly, one of the Western philosopher has quoted that, "Oh God, save me from my friends." Save me from my friends. What is written, what he wants to say between the lines, that the friends, they always going to talk good about it, good about me or good about him. No, they must be able to tell you the truth. So, but these kings, instead of removing his evil-mindedness, want to enhance it and are really degrading him by instigating him to wage war. They are not thinking of his welfare here and thereafter. Yes, if you are really a friend, then think about his welfare. Think about what is good for him, not just because he is your friend and tell everything good. Now, as friends, they should have advised him. Advise him means advise Duryodhan to rule over half of the kingdom and hand over the other half. It was very simple equation. The whole fight started here because when the Pandav came back, they were supposed to get their share. But the Kaurav, the Duryodhan, they refused. So, and hand over the other half to as the Pandav. Thus, he would have ruled over half of the empire, and his life in the next world would also have been protected. But Duryodhan, evil minded, means what happens? The moment the person becomes blind for the wealth, for the power, for anything, for any material thing, he or she loses to decide what is right and what is wrong. And that's why our sages has given the Gayatri mantra. Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. O Savita Dev. Savita means Bhagwan Surya Narayan. Guide us. Guide our intellect to be in the right direction. Put us on the righteous path. That's most important. Yotsyamanavekshyam ya etetra samagataha. We want to observe Arjun. Arjun wants to observe the warriors who are so impatient to wage war. They have favored unrighteousness and injustice. So they are sure to be ruined in the war. That's the power of Arjun against us. Yatsyamana. It means that Arjun wants to see those who have taken, who have a keen desire to fight. So that's, Arjun told in this verse. In next two verses, Sanjay tells us what Lord Krishna did after hearing Arjun's word. Because Arjun has disclosed his desire. Okay, I want to see. Because Bhagavan Krishna is the charioteer. He's he's a driver, let's put that way, or the decent word is chauffeur, okay, of the chariot. And Arjun disclosed his desire that, okay, Bhagwan Krishna, I want to see with whom I am going to fight, who are in his side and who are in our side. Having heard this from Arjun, let's see in next two verses what Krishna is going to do. Okay, that Sanjay is going to tell us. Okay, now the next verse, verse 24. Sanjay Uvacha Evamukto Rishikesho Gudakeshena Bharata Evamukto Rishikesho Gudakeshena Bharata Senayorubhayormadhye स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम् सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्. You're going to take 24 and 25th both verses together. भीष्मद्रोण प्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महिक्षिताम् भीष्मद्रोण प्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महिक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुनिति उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुनिति. Sanjay said, O Dhritarashtra, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, the conqueror of sleep, Sri Krishna then drew the magnificent chariot between the two armies. In the presence of Bhishma, Acharya Drona, and all the other kings, Sri Krishna said, O Parth, behold, these Kurus gathered here. Right. Now, we need to try to understand. Evamukto Rishikesha Gudakeshana Bharata. Of course, Gudakesh is one of the names of Arjun. Okay. Yes. So, Gudakesha has two meanings. Guda means curled, and Kesha means hair. Means one having curly hair. That is the one meaning of Gudakesh. Second, Gudaka means sleep. In Sanskrit, Gudaka means sleep, and Isha means master. Meaning, one who has conquered sleep. Arjun had curly hair and he had conquered sleep. So, he is known as Gudakesh. So, He has been called, he has been addressed as Gudakesha. Eva Mukta, one who is not a slave to sleep. Completely opposite to us. So, who is not a slave to sleep, idleness, or idleness and worldly pleasures, but is a slave. Here, slave means devotee to Bhagavan, to God. God listens to such a person and even obeys him. Having said so, in order to carry out the wish of his devotee, friend Arjun, Bhagavan Krishna placed the chariot between the two armies. Okay, got my point. Here, what happened? As Arjun told to Bhagavan Krishna, the charioteer, that, okay, I want to see. And Krishna Bhagavan took the chariot between two armies. Between the lines, the commentator of this is Swami Ramsukhdasji, and I very in the beginning I have clarified that the main reference book for our Gita class is and will be Swami Ramsukhdasji's Sadhak Sanjeevani. So Ramsukhdasji explains here, okay, what she says. In order to carry out the wish of his devotee, Bhagwan Krishna plays the chariot. My dear friends, if it can happen for Krishna, yes, it can happen for you, it can happen for me also. But we have to approach Bhagwan Krishna, and we have to be, yes, it is possible. And I always tell Arjun is a representative of all of us, all of us. Rishikesha, Rishika means senses, and Isha means Bhagavan, Lord. Thus, Rishikesh means the Lord of senses. Okay. In the 25th verse, this has been used also. Because Bhagavan Krishna, who is the inspirer of mind, intellect, and senses, and who commands the whole world, has become a charioteer or the driver to carry out Arjun's wish. It shows how kind he is to Arjun. Again, let me repeat, my friends. Let Bhagwan Krishna be the charioteer of our life. Yes, that's why the Gita is to go by verse, to try to understand word by word. It is good, which we are doing. But simultaneously, we need to understand one day, Bhagwan Krishna should be the charioteer of my life. Then everything will fall in place nicely. So, as Pandit Swami Ramsukhdasji very nicely written, it shows how kind he is to Arjun. Again, if Bhagwan Krishna is kind to Arjun, yes, he is kind to us too. सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्. Bhagwan Krishna stationed Arjun's noble chariot in the open space between two armies. One side is Kaurav, one side is Pandav. And see the beauty in next word. Bhishma Drona Pramukta Sarvesham Cha Mahikshita. Very tactfully, Bhagwan has stopped or placed the chariot where? Where the Bhishma was there. So Bhagwan Krishna placed the chariot with his, I mean, different kind of understanding at such a point from where his means Arjun's relatives or the elderly, such as Bhishma, his preceptor like Drona, and chief kings and warriors of Kaurav army could be clearly seen. I mean, this is my understanding. Okay. Bhagwan Krishna must have purposely placed the chariot there from where Arjun can clearly see those people, because keeping Arjun as a representative of all human, Bhagavan wanted to give this holy scripture, Bhagavad Gita, to all of us. Otherwise, he could have placed it in one of the corners where he can't see the Vishman throne. And then the Arjun's reaction would have been different. Uvacho partha pasyaitan samavetan kuruniti. Now, partha means Arjun.
Frozen.